Hello everyone, this is Mr. A. Today we are going to tackle the most top misguided topic, loneliness. I'm going to give you the brief psychology of loneliness. This is a serious issue. High death rates are recorded because of this each year. Here is our disclaimer. This is not a motivational video and this is not for entertainment. This is real stuff. This is how your mind works based on decades of research. Please reach out to the mental health professionals if you need further guidance. But first, give me your word that whenever your loved ones are suffering from this, I want you to show this video and deliver the knowledge by your own words to them. Why loneliness is perceived as weak and unfortunate ? Alright, for that we have to travel back to 500 million years where our ancestors lived as a hunter and gatherers. They faced some real threats when they are alone. So now I want you to imagine that you are a hunter gatherer and you are alone. I want you to empathize with this scenario. Let's see what is going to happen to you if you are alone in this scenario. If you are alone, you will be a prey to any predators, therefore death. If you are alone and if you are wounded, you cannot survive the blood loss and infection, therefore death. If you are alone, hunting will be highly difficult, so there will be no food to eat, therefore death. If you are alone and if you got any diseases that makes you weak and that disables you to hunt, so no food, therefore death. If you are alone, you cannot have sex with anyone and your genes will not be passed to anyone and therefore death, and most importantly your genes dies with you. So we hardwired our brains over millions and millions of years of how not to die and how you can pass your genes to next generation. Many of our ancestors died not because of loneliness but because of limitations in being alone. But if you are in a pack, your chance of survival and your chance of reproduction is highly possible. That's why it feels so safe to be with your family or trusted ones. Stop! Don't continue this video. If you don't understood what I just explained, please don't continue. Because what I'm about to tell you is a game changer. For that, I need your full attention. If you really want to get rid of loneliness. Ready? Take a look around. We don't live in a stone age anymore. We absolutely can change our behavior, emotive and cognitive adaptations, which is we can change the way we think, we feel and behave. I will tell you how. This is simple actually. Not easy though, but you need to know this real psychology of loneliness. Without this, no friend, no bestie, no self-help book, no chat system can give you the peace. You wanted a cure, right? To get rid of this. And I'm going to give you one. The one and only antidote for loneliness is solitude. After hearing this word, some people may look like this. How many of you listening to this know the feeling of being comfortable with their own body and mind? And now I'm going to ask you this. When is the last time you thanked your body for working constantly? When is the last time you smiled and hugged yourself? When is the last time you made a joke with your mind and laughed together? The most of us, they are hearing this for the first time and may even get disappointed to hear this. For those, let me educate you what solitude and loneliness is. When people reject you from joining them, that's loneliness. But if you chose to spend time with yourself, that's solitude. If you feel like a loser when you are left alone, that's loneliness. Let me tell you something. No matter how much you compensate, you will feel lonely at the end of the day. That's loneliness. But other way, when you love to be with your own company and not being clingy and needy of someone, that's solitude. If you think you are nothing without another person, that sense of worthlessness called loneliness, my friend. Other way, but if you feel that connection to everyone at the same time able to let go of someone, that's solitude. If you think you will look cool when you hang around with some people that you don't even like, that's pity and loneliness. But if you value your inner friendship with you and your soul, and if you respect it, that's solitude. So if you ask me, being in a solitude spoils intimacy? No, not at all. Our capacity for solitude is very important for intimacy. Because if you can't be with yourself alone, then you're not going to be with another person. you will be clingy and needy, and that's not good for intimacy. Solitude is valuing being with oneself. Loneliness is being afraid of oneself. You know, I am no exception. I was in a bad shape too. I remember those days. But when the minute I begin to use this powerful knowledge, I am liberated. Of course, then and there I feel lonely and little sad. After all, we are social primates. But I know this. Being sad is a part of a balanced life. And I always come back with energy and strive towards my purpose. Also, not only me, many writers love solitude to bring out their best. Many scientists, mathematicians, musicians, philosophers loved the company of oneself. Alright, if this doesn't convince you, I hope this will. Jesus, Lordship, and the Buddha, all of them went alone to find paths to well-being. This is written about the Jesus from Matthew 14:23. And when he sent the multitudes away, he went up into a mountain apart to pray. And when the evening was come, he was alone. It is said that Jesus spent 40 days and 40 nights alone. You see, the same theme occurs to other spiritual leaders too. And Lao Tzu said, ordinary men hate solitude, but the master make use of it. Embracing his aloneness, realizing he is one with the whole universe. And Buddha also went to solitary meditation for 49 days and nights under a Bodhi tree. That's where he attained enlightenment. What he said was this: I will not leave this spot until I find an end to a suffering. And he also said this: having tasted the sweetness of inner solitude and calmness, he who lives by the Dharma is free from fear and suffering. Dharmapada, verse 205. Beautiful, right? Bottom line, it is okay to feel lonely, but it is not okay to see that as weak and unfortunate. Solitude is the one and only cure to end the suffering of loneliness. That's it. And I am not a YouTuber. That is not my profession. But this is the platform where I can help many potential people who deserves to be liberated. Help me do that. This is Mystery. Thank you for listening.